Hi there everybody, I'm David, and I love the Suikoden games. I've loved them ever since I got the first one back in high school, and they were great from the PlayStation 1 all the way up to the PlayStation 2. But we haven't seen them in 3 console generations? So Eiyuden Chronicle really is the next best thing, and it's like a love letter to old school Suikoden fans like you and me. And I am absolutely adoring my time with it, but again, it's been like 20 or so years since I've last played a Suikoden game, and it occurred to me, I'm a little bit rusty, some of y'all might be a little bit rusty, and some of y'all might have never even played a Suikoden game ever. So here, I want to give you some 5 hints and tips that should make your playthrough a whole lot smoother. And do look out later on for another video that's going to be going over advanced hints and tips. This is more like a basic hints and tips video, but I do want to do some late game hints and tips and things like that as well. And if you are new to the channel, please be sure that you subscribe for some more top 10s, news, and reviews, and also smash that like button to show your love. And now, let's get started going over all the great hints and tips for Eiyuden Chronicles. Number 1, this is unabashedly old school. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is definitely a retro-style game, and while I do love that, it can be jarring to those of you more used to the modern conveniences. First of all, there is no need to grind whatsoever because of the way the leveling system works. The higher level that you are, the less experience you'll eventually gain from the enemies, so that really does encourage you to continually swap out your characters and try to keep everyone as balanced as possible. And it will make your life a lot easier if everybody's about roughly the same level, so that you won't have any kind of nasty surprises later on towards the end of the game. Also, there is an item limit. You can only hold 30 items total in your bag, and while some items like healing herbs and such stack, other items like equipment and runes don't. So don't just hold on to all of your equipment thinking that you have infinite inventory. Make sure that you sell all of your unneeded items, or even better, go to this person over here and store up any of your unused runes, equipment, and accessories before you dive deep into the dungeons, because the last thing that you want to do is have to drop extraneous items. On the same token though, do make sure that you carry plenty of healing items, because this is also old school hard, and you're going to be healing during a lot of the boss battles, as well as between the battles too. Number 2, explore everywhere. While you do have access to a mini-map as well as a larger map to ensure that you keep your bearings straight, other important things don't show up on the map. Things such as treasure chests, recruitable characters, or even the various NPCs who give you items. So do be sure to explore every nook and cranny, because you never know who you're going to be running into. Also, I do think that this is a good time to point out the importance of the treasure chests. There are 3 different kinds signified by 3 different colors. The normal basic rich brown ones will just kind of have items and gold in it, while the blue and white ones might have runes, rarer items, or equipment. But if you ever see a red treasure chest, then hightail your little bum on over to it, because it's going to just be fantastic. There, you're going to be finding strong accessories, like growth badges that will increase the experience gained in battle, or dash boots, which will increase your overall movement speed, and you can grab both of those in the mine, and they are both essential. Number 3, Runic Ruminations. While in the normal Suikoden games, runes pretty much just gave you magic and some special skills and abilities, here the rune system is a lot more robust, incorporating magical runes, skill-based runes, and even stat-boosting runes. And as such, you are no longer limited to only 3 rune slots. Now your characters can equip up to 8 different runes. Whenever you go inside the rune shop, you'll be able to look at your character's runic book, and here you'll see how many slots they have available, as well as what level they need to be in order to open up the next slot. Something to note though, not all of these slots are created equally. Some slots can only be equipped with magical runes, some with only stat boosting runes, and some with only physical runes. It is a rare slot indeed whenever you can equip whatever rune you want. The stats and physical abilities are self-explanatory enough, but let me talk a little bit more about the magical abilities. The fire rune allows you to deal damage affecting entire rows of enemies, as well as buffing your attack power. The water rune allows you to heal all of your allies and increase their magical defense, while the earth magic can cure status ailments, deal damage, and lower defense. And then the wind rune finally allows you to not only attack enemies, but also heal your party, which is pretty neat. Number 4, let's talk shop. While the rune shop is incredibly important, do not neglect the other shops out there. Most notably, there is a blacksmith, and he is the only way that you can increase your character's attack power. It's not like you just buy a new weapon or something like that. You get one weapon and you stick with it the entire game. And also, do keep this in mind. Don't just go around upgrading everybody's weapons willy-nilly, because that can get very expensive very quickly. Instead, you want to be rather choosy with whose weapons that you upgrade, because it's not like you can get your money back if you don't like the character later on down the line. So, some safe bets on whose weapons to upgrade include Noah, Leon, and Gar, since they are all mandatory, as well as Kuroto, the hunter, since he does have a long-ranged attack, and Malor, since her weapon hits light elemental damage, and then there's Iago, since he is a physical fighter who can also equip magical runes. Then there's also commodity shops which you want to pop yourselves into, because these are essentially the stock market of the game, where you want to buy low and sell high. So, go on in there and see what items you can get at a discount. Then just hold on to them for the long haul, and whenever you're far away from home and you see those same items selling really high at a particular town, then you can sell them back and make a tidy profit. Number 5. Early Eiyuden allies. Your first assignment after the prologue is over is to go on out and recruit characters to join you in the Watch. And the world is really your oyster at this point, and it can be quite overwhelming, so I'm going to let you know who I recruited and in what order I recruited them. The very first person that you need to grab is Iago. Not only is he incredibly useful, but he's very easy to grab there in the first town. Just head on over to the right hand side and pop into this little alcove, and boom, there he is. Next, leave town and head up to the gate that separates the northern and southern Grum counties. Here, you'll encounter Yosuke, and he's another pretty easy recruit to grab. Once you're done with that, head on over to Davidvinc village and talk to Kuroto, who wants you to kill 5 wild boars, so you might as well take on his quest and then head on back to your home base, and there you'll see Malor, and your party will decide to chase her on down to the Red Throat Ridge. Here, you can fight those wild boars for Kuroto. Just make sure that you do get 5 of them. Keep track on a notepad or something. Then, after you beat the boss, Malor will join you as well. So head on back to home base, and then hear about the bandit situation before going on back to Davidvinc village, grabbing Kuroto, and then heading to the northern part of the village, and there you'll encounter Francesca, another rather easy recruit. And with that, you've gotten all the characters you can grab in the early game before the prologue ends and the game really picks up. I do hope that all these beginning hints and tips can help you out on your journey, and please do look forward to another video that I'm going to share soon with some advanced hints and tips for the mid to end game. And I've got to ask, what hints and tips do you have to share? Let's get a discussion going on here and let's all talk and chat about it, because I'm always in the comments too. And if you like what I do on the channel, please head on over to the Patreon to sign up for early access to my videos, as well as behind the scenes photographs. The link to it is over in the video description. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.